Welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. And I am your host, Conrad Cushman. And I am here with my guest, Lucas Lamke.
Hi, guys. Hi. Hi.
Creepy. So, we are here to talk a little Survivor Series 2017 preview and predictions. First time watching the video, hit the subscribe button. It helps me out greatly. Make sure you click like on the video. Let's try and get this video up to at least 5 to 10 likes. And also, make sure you leave a comment down below because I want to hear who you think is going to win at Survivor Series. And this show is going to be a little bit more free-falling. I'm saying whatever I want. So, Lucas, let's get into the show.
Get into the show.
Kickoff match. We have your boy, Enzo Amore, the Cruiserweight Champion, taking on Kalisto to defend his championship. Got to give the Cruiserweight something to do, so they put him on the kickoff show. What do you know?
I hate the kickoff show. I don't understand it. I just don't see the point in having a kickoff show. You know, I get that you talk about stuff. I wish they would make predictions, you know? Don't show me any wrestling. Just make predictions on all the stuff and then go right into the show. So stupid.
Agreed. For this Cruiserweight title match, it could go either way. Truthfully speaking, I don't care. But I'm going to go with Enzo Amore to win this one.
I'll have to agree with you on that. I don't care where they put it on. I don't have any emotion in the match, so I couldn't give a shit either.
All right. That's pretty much it for it. Sorry, Cruiserweights. Not feeling it still. Need to change up the division. Let these guys fight other guys on the roster. Let's mix and match things a little bit, WWE. Next, I have the IC champion versus the US champion, The Miz versus Baron Corbin. They've been doing solid work on social media and little jabs at each other back and forth. Lucas, who do you like in this one?
Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, I almost want Baron Corbin to win something, but I don't think it's going to be against The Miz just because – you know, The Miz has done such a good job as the IC champion, and Corbin hasn't done anything really as the U.S. champion except bitch and moan about stuff. So I think I'd personally just go with The Miz to win it over Corbin. That's my.
If I can cover up my sheet, I did have Miz. Can you see it? Probably not. I did have Miz right there, kind of sketched off. I was going to pick The Miz, but I went against the grain, and I took Baron Corbin to win. I feel SmackDown will need a victory on this show, and Baron Corbin is going to add to that. Got to have an upset here, and I think this will be the one where, wow, I'm surprised Corbin won.
Okay.
Let's get to the female Team Raw versus Team SmackDown women's match. Team Raw, captained by Alicia Fox, will have herself, Nia Jax, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. That is a star-studded lineup right there, which seems like they're going to win, and they will be facing Becky Lynch, Carmella, Naomi, Tamina, and to be determined, or actually I should say to be announced, because if they were determining it, there would be a match or something. Anyway, to be announced, because Charlotte won the women's title this past week on SmackDown, so what is going to happen now that things have changed? I have a very bold prediction for this, Lucas. Might not like this. I predict that Paige joins Team SmackDown.
I was just gonna say that.
I like it.
Well, she's been on the back of like all the Raw tapings. Not tapings, but all the shows. She's been in the locker room and whatnot. So she's there. If she's there, they're gonna premiere her soon. And if they debut her, even though she's not really a debut, but if they debut her on for the SmackDown roster, SmackDown should win. You'd think, but now I got to think about it more. Thanks to you.
Shout out to whoever just joined the live chat. Greatly appreciate it. Yes, Paige. Looking at all of her recent social media entries, I mean, the pictures have been great. Everything that's been popping up has been good. Shout outs to Xavier Woods, but I shouldn't joke. Paige has been greatly missed on television.
Destroyed that shit?
I'm sorry?
Why? Because he destroyed that shit?
No comment. So, Paige has been phenomenal. I think she's been training hard. Her mind seems focused. She's not with Alberto Del Rio anymore. Not that that was a hindrance, nor did I care about the age or any of that other stuff. but I felt that it was weaning down on her career. It was making things worse for her. So I'm taking Team SmackDown to win this. How Asuka gets eliminated, I don't know, but I think Team SmackDown wins this. Who are you taking to win?
I don't know. This one's pretty tricky. I think. I don't know. With Asuka being there, can you really have Asuka lose? Because it's still going to be a loss for her. It's because it's elimination, so she has to lose for Raw to lose. And we still don't know who the fifth person is on SmackDown, because you've got Tamina's on the thing, right? Is that what you said? Because I was writing all the SmackDown, the Raw people.
Yes, Tamina is on the SmackDown squad with Lana as well in her corner.
You too? Oh, in the corner. That's right.
Yeah, unless that's what they put as the surprise, which I think will be god awful.
That would be they would lose that.
But you never know what you're going to get.
I guess you could have Tamina kind of face off against Jax, since they're both like the big powerhouses of either brand. Even though I think Jax is better, that's probably how they'll size them up that way. But I don't know. That's actually a tough one to call. I think I might have to say SmackDown wins that one.
I think there'll be some shenanigans, similar to how if you don't want someone to get pinned, maybe Asuka and someone goes through a table and they're both counted out, or they're both eliminated.
That's the only thing that would make sense. One thing where she could save face where she wasn't pinned or submitted.
You don't want someone to get pinned. Oh, that's me.
Why are you doing that?
No, I accidentally hit my phone.
I'll agree with you. I'll say SmackDown wins out.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
So we both are taking Team SmackDown to win.
Mm-hmm.
Let us look at the next match, which I have the Bar versus the Usos.
Ooh,
that's a tough match here. Last year, Lucas, do you remember who ended up winning in the final of the tag matches? It came down to the Bar and the Usos in that too, because they mentioned that in their promo.
Yeah, I don't remember who won that though. That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
I can't remember what happened yesterday. So.
Yeah. Well, overall, I'm picking the Usos to win this time. I think the Bar won last year. If I'm not mistaken, I think Raw won both the big matches, the women's and males. So I'm going to assume right now that the Bar will take the fall to the Usos this time.
I think so too. I think the Usos are a better tag team. I think they're more exciting to watch. Even though I do like Cesaro a whole bunch, I just could easily, because I think the Usos should win this. But if it does work out this way, you got to have Raw winning something, which means that they would have to win the male 5-on-5, which I didn't think they were going to. And I'll tell you why when we get there.
I'm not speculating quite yet. So I'm taking the Usos. Who are you taking, the Bar?
I'm going to take the Usos. I thought they were always going to win.
All right. When I say oos, y'all say oh. Sorry. So we're going to get into Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte. Both brands women's champions here. This is a real tough one to pick as well for me, because I think you have two different stories that you're trying to tell here. You have Alexa Bliss on one hand, who is the Raw Women's Champion, who is looking like she's going to go into a big program with Asuka soon. Got it. Makes sense. And I think this could lead into possibly Royal Rumble, WrestleMania timeframe.
Yeah.
They want to do it. But you also have Charlotte, who I don't know what's the deal with like the Ric Flair stuff, but she wrote an open letter to her dad. Her dad was there when she wins the belt in Charlotte. I don't know, man. It seems like they're doing all this nice stuff for Ric Flair in case something happens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't understand. I get Ric Flair's got a legacy, but as a person, I don't care about him. As a human being, I think he's kind of an asshole.
How dare you?
I'm just saying, as a wrestler, he's great. I liked him as a wrestler. He was fun in the ring, but I don't know. As a person, I've never been a big fan of him. I only assumed Charlotte's name was Charlotte because that's happened to be where she was conceived at. I feel like that he's got a lot of illegitimate children because he's a philanderer. But anyway, for this match, I kind of want Bliss to win it. Because if she's going to go into a program with Asuka, then Asuka's got to be the one that beats Bliss, who beat the other champion, who was the best champion. That means Asuka's the best champion. That's kind of where I'd go with it.
So you're taking...
I'll take Bliss. And because if everything I've said has been right so far, then or everything that you said was right, then that means that Raw would need a win. They would need a win.
I'm going to go with what you said. My mind frame is that Alexa Bliss needs to be built up to face Asuka. Asuka now being eliminated from that match, like I said, in a kind of double count out. We both went through a table kind of way. Brings her down a little bit, but also makes Alexa Bliss beating Charlotte look like she is strong enough to beat Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
Puts a little bit of doubt in people's minds. So I'm going with Alexa Bliss as well. Next match, we have ourselves an awesome six-man tag. We have one of my favorite personal teams, The Shield, Sierra, Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield versus the New Day. Probably the top 2 3-man teams in the past decade.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, with no disrespect to the Elite, but wow, you rolled your eyes at them. How dare you?
Sorry.
So, Lucas, in this match, I'm going with the Shield, hands down. This is no disrespect to the New Day, but this is the Shield's first match together since they've been reunited on a big pay-per-view. You got to go with the Shield to win. Sorry.
I agree with you. I mean, yeah, if you want to build them back up again, they have to start beating teams that, are good. And the New Day are no doubt good.
I think you have to put the doubt, too, that New Day can actually win this.
Yeah.
I like the little jabs back and forth also on social media with people requesting that they don't wear their Shield gear because it'll make their moves less impactful. And so shout outs to New Day for that. And we get to the last 2 matches, Lucas.
Okay.
You're definitely picking first on this one. First of all, let me say this. Thank God Jinder Mahal lost the WWE Championship. Like, whoever did it, thank you. You are the best. You are the man. And I greatly appreciate that. I look like Hulk Hogan doing that for a second. Brother.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Thanks. To quote a racist man. Sorry. So, we got Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles. This is a dream match, Lucas. Hands down. I think that this is a match that I would love to see at a WrestleMania, a SummerSlam, at a Big 4 event. And you know what? Survivor Series is a Big 4 event, and this match needed to happen. This card is completely turned around. If you asked me 2 weeks ago, what did I think of Survivor Series, I would have said this show looks like complete dog shit. And I don't know what happened, but somebody woke up backstage, and the show has turned around. And this looks like a show I'm looking forward to actually watching now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was very happy when Jinder Mahal lost. I wasn't surprised that he lost because it just felt the way things were going, that they were changing champions to kind of make matches better. But for this match, I'm really excited to see what happens because I think that Styles and Lesnar can really make a good match happen, especially with Styles being there. But it's almost hard to call who would win because you almost want Styles to win, but you don't see why they would have Lesnar lose now. Especially when it's not for a belt. Like, if it was for a title, possibly he could lose now. But since it's not for a title, it's just to see who's better. Lesnar's still your top guy. He's still your big draw. So I think Styles will end up losing this match.
You're going with Brock, and I must say that I also agree with you. Brock Lesnar doesn't need to lose right now. AJ is not hurt by a loss against Lesnar. And I think you could even have Jinder interfere in this and cost him the match. Not a big deal to me, and that sets up Jinder getting a rematch where AJ will destroy him, Styles clash him 50 times, and we will never see him in the world title picture again until they book him seriously. Hi, Road Dogg. Anyway, that's what I feel. Now we get to what I think should be the main event. I don't know if they're going to put Brock AJ on last or this match, but I'm going to say it's this match because I feel like there's a lot riding in on this. We have Team Raw, which will consist of the captain, Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, sorry, I never do that enough in the videos, Finn Bálor, your boy, and my favorite Raw guy, Samoa Joe, and the returning Triple H, who booted Jason Jordan in the stomach and pedigreed him. Hurt my soul, man. Hurt my soul.
Yeah.
Versus Team SmackDown, captained by Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and John Cena. This match has a whole lot of everything in this. This is star-studded.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm actually really excited for this match, but when you look at it, you look at SmackDown's roster, right? You got Shane, his face. Randy Orton, right now, his face. Roode, his face. Cena, always a face for some reason. And you got Nakamura, face. Raw roster, you got Angle, face. Strowman, kind of a face. He's kind of a tweener, though. He's not a heel or a face. He's kind of a tweener.
Since he came out of the dumpster smelling like baby diapers, Braun Strowman has been a baby face.
He's been endeared to the crowd. I wouldn't
call him a baby diapers.
I disagree. I'll say him a tweener at best. And then Finn, face. Then you got Joe, heel. Triple H, heel.
Finn Balor got beat up by Kane.
Yep.
Why? Never. Another topic for another time. Sorry.
I don't want to get into that.
So you said Joe heel, Triple H heel, correct?
And since because Joe and Triple H are there, I feel like that's going to cause problems with Angle, because I feel like at some point Angle's going to turn on Triple H, because I think the fans would kind of like that, and because the fact that he pedigreed his son, which he didn't react very well to. I don't mean like he reacted horribly. I mean he didn't react at all. If you look at the taping, like he did it. You'd think he would have like at least turned his back and then realized he was doing it and then kind of stumble to try to save his son, but he didn't. He just stood there, watched him do it, then went to his son like, oh no.
Time out. Kurt Angle has been emotional for the past couple weeks. First of all, he's worried about getting fired by Stephanie McMahon over some BS that wasn't really his fault.
Yeah.
Then he's got his son out there crying who's injured because Bray Wyatt's clearly better than him, and I don't even know why that happened. And where the hell is Bray Wyatt on the show, WWE? Yeah, maybe he's with Sister Abigail, and you better not do that dumb crap either. Anyway, so he's out, and Kurt Angle basically had to deal with Jason Jordan crying. You know how bad that was? I wanted to punch Jason Jordan in the face when he was crying on Raw. It just made me shake my head. But I give him credit, though, to bring out the tears on the spot. Any actor who could do that?
Yeah, I mean, I give him credit for that, too, but at the same time, I don't care. Like, you know, he's not that interesting to me. He's just, I mean, his wrestling style is fine. It's just as a character, he's not that interesting. So I don't.
But I put him as the X Factor. But this is a tough match to call. Here's what I see in looking at both sides. So you got Angle Triple H, where I think this is going somewhere.
Yeah.
Braun, I feel like it has bigger fish to fry. Maybe The Miz for the Intercontinental title. Braun's getting something soon.
Yeah.
Being over. And I feel like Bálor and Joe cancel each other out.
I think they're gonna start knocking each other around. I feel like at some point something's gonna happen where Joe or Finn are gonna make a mistake and hit the other guy, and that's gonna cancel them out. They're just gonna attack each other, and it's not gonna stop. And they're gonna go into a huge feud, which is fine with me. I'm more than happy to see Joe and Finn go at it, man, all day.
Yeah, that'll give them both something to do. I just hope that it's a back and forth kind of feud. I don't want that. See, this is when the 50-50 booking could work if you don't do it all the time.
Yeah.
And I think Finn and Joe need to have that back and forth with each other. It can't just be.
I feel like that'll be a long feud. I think it should be, and I think that at some point the Universal Championship should get in there once Lesnar drops it to someone. And then
both guys are better than what they're doing.
Oh yeah, totally better.
But we look at the SmackDown side. There's really no turmoil. There's no beef. There's nothing else with it.
Yeah, they can all work as a team and be fine. And that's why I think that SmackDown almost is going to win that just based on that logic. Because that everyone's not going to be able to do it by themselves.
Now, you do have some X factors. I'm going to star Bobby Roode and John Cena right now. Bobby Roode and John Cena could turn in this match and make things worse.
Like turn on each other or turn heel? Turn
on SmackDown or turn heel.
But you're going to do that.
Bobby Roode to me sucks as a face. Like,
yeah, I think as a heel better.
Yeah, this doesn't work for me. I don't know. It's weird. But I see what Vince saw, though. He's like, people are cheering him. Why the hell would I make him a bad guy? And John Cena, I think he could shock the world if you do something with him. But are they? Doubtful. Shane, Orton, Roode, Nakamura, Cena. Now, we talked about Jason Jordan enough. I think that on the Raw side, Jason Jordan could interfere and be an X factor in that Triple H Kurt Angle storyline.
Yeah.
Where they're going with it. Maybe he's not Kurt's son. Maybe he's working with Triple H. Maybe he helps Kurt beat Triple H up to go into that storyline. But we forgot one other X factor, Lucas.
We forget.
On the SmackDown side, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Oh, that's true. They could do something, and I feel like they should, because they should be in the pay-per-view. The fact that they're not is.
But they're going to be a part of this match. There's going to be some shenanigans. Hopefully, it's not like I can't remember last year. I felt that match was really long. This 5-on-5, where Orton and Bray were the sole survivors. I don't think Orton's going to be the sole survivor this time, even though that's what he's known for. I think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will cost them this match.
Or they could do one of those. I don't know. It might not be that popular of an idea, but like maybe like Sami Zayn and Owens attack someone from the behind. Like you got to do like Shinsuke or something like that. Shinsuke and like and Orton, and then take their place on the roster. I could see them doing that as characters, and it could make sense because then you kind of save Nakamura for later, and it gives Nakamura someone to hate and go back on and actually start a feud with.
Nakamura needs something to do until the Royal Rumble, until he has to fight AJ.
Yeah.
Because I think AJ Nakamura for the WWE title is the match. I'm calling it now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And that can easily be face-on-face and no one's going to care. Like, that's just a competitive match that people want to see. So, I'm all for that. But
Lucas, who are you taking to win this now with all of those factors?
I don't know. I'm going to say SmackDown. Even with the X factors in play, I still think SmackDown's going to win, and I think that'll win it for them. They'll win it because it'll be. If I'm right, then I have the Miz winning. That's Raw. I've got Women's SmackDown team winning. I've got the SmackDown Tag Team winning. Then I got Raw Women's title winning, and then I have Lesnar winning. So that'll be that would end up making it even, except for. New Day losing.
Mine is going to come out 5-3. I'm taking Team Raw to win this. I think Jason Jordan's storyline will be revealed, but right when you think Raw's going to crumble, SmackDown is going to get hit by the mother lode because they have two jerk-offs, basically, who are going to cost them this match. And I think the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens stuff, if you read Wrestling Dirt Sheets, I think it's a work, man. There's no way that those guys did something wrong on SmackDown. Where they bailed on the New Day and they should have fed for them and all that BS.
Oh, yeah, that's stupid.
Bull crap. I think that these two didn't know exactly what they're doing. That's built up as part of this, and they're going to cost Team SmackDown. They're going to have a big role but not be in the match.
They could. It just with all the guys that are currently on Raw, it just seems like, you could still do that and still, piss off Shane a whole bunch. Like maybe they're attacking Shane specifically and they help, get Shane eliminated. It could be something like that to where like he could still piss Shane off, but SmackDown could still win it. I think it'd be more impactful.
It could go reverse too, where Zayn and Owens come out first, and you think that SmackDown's going to lose, but then Jason Jordan cost Team Raw the match. You could go so many ways with this.
Mm-hmm.
So
honestly, the way this match is going to go, I don't really care. I think that it's going to be a great match anyway.
I think it's going to be a good pay-per-view, and this concept has made Survivor Series so much better. The only thing it probably could use, if it's successful, is the War Games concept, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make the male match much bigger than what it is.
It probably could, but you'll have to see how. I mean, they're basically trying it out on NXT. How it works out there, how the wrestlers perform and how the fans react to it, and if it works really well, I guarantee you they'll move it over to Survivor Series.
Well, Lucas, that's the end of the show for me. Do you have any shout-outs or anything you'd like to say at the end here?
I have nothing I want to say ever.
That's the spirit. So, I am Conrad Cushman, and this has been Everything Pro Wrestling. Once again, like the video. Try to get between 5 to 10 likes. Wrestling Amino, thank you for allowing me to post content on there. BJ, happy birthday from Real Shoot Wrestling. Thank you for allowing me to post content on your page. Leave your comments down below, guys, and we are out. Deuces.
Deuces.